Michael Wiley, the rookie out of Ohio State, back deep along with Jason Tucker, as former Cowboy Richie Cunningham gets things started for the Panthers. This is Tucker from the 7. And Jason Tucker is upended at the 17-yard line by special team star Chris Hetherington. 10-yard return by Tucker as Troy Aikman leads the Cowboys offense onto the field. Aikman returned last week after missing 2 starts due to a concussion. 3 perennial Pro Bowlers up front for the Cowboys. Emmitt Smith with fullback Robert Thomas, McKnight and Ismail, the wide receivers, and the tight end is David LaFleur. Cowboys start from their own 18-yard line. Emmitt Smith, big hole up the middle, picks up a first down before Reggie White made the tackle, a gain of 11 for Smith, who was held to just 31 yards on the ground last week by the 49ers. Panthers ranked 25th. Defensively, Jay Williams starting for the injured Chuck Smith. Lester Towns in the middle, the rookie out of Washington. Evans and Davis, the corners. Robinson and Minter are the safeties. 1st and 10 Cowboys from the 29. Aikman off the pump fake, can't find anyone, and throws it away with Sean Gilbert applying pressure.
Yeah, and that's one of the good things the Carolina defense has got back is Sean Gilbert coming off of a groin injury, and he is a big force at the middle in there. You saw, though, the Cowboys offensive line did a nice job of giving Aikman protection, but you can only hold that ball so long before a guy like Gilbert or Reggie White or Eric Swan is going to break through.
2nd and 10 from the 29-yard line. Up the middle, Emmitt Smith out to the 34. A gain of 5 yards, setting up 3rd and 5.
And on that play there, what the Cowboys were doing is they were trying to use the Panthers' pass rush, their upfield movement, especially Sean Gilbert, against them. So you run that draw in a pass situation. You get that pressure coming upfield, and before you know it, that running back is run right on by you. Look at Gilbert. See how far he penetrates? It creates an inverted hole in the line of scrimmage.
3 wide receivers for the Cowboys on 3rd and 5. And Aikman's pass was batted down at the line. Reggie White got a piece of it.
Now, Kenny, this is exactly what we talked about. Aikman's not the problem. First of all, there are no receivers open downfield at all. His receivers, again, been plagued with injury and inconsistency. Here's James McKnight. Watch the coverage here. There's no place for Troy Aikman to throw this football. Look at the coverage is right on top of him, and that's the way it was all the way across the field. Down here, Ismail, look at Eric Davis. Look at the coverage he's got there.
Micah Noor's punt takes a Panther bounce. Good field position for Carolina when we return. Early 1st quarter from Charlotte. Back in Charlotte, Kenny Albert with Tim Green. Early 1st quarter. Carolina Panthers will start from their own 43-yard line, with the former Cowboy Steve Berline starting his 32nd consecutive game. The tight end Wesley Walls in motion. On 1st down, Berline's pass is caught at midfield by Donald Hayes. Felipe Sparks made the tackle for the Cowboys after a gain of 8 yards.
And that cornerback position has been an embattled area for the Cowboys defense. They had Kareem Larimore, a rookie, starting there until last week. He got lit up so badly that they replaced him with Felipe Sparks. Sparks starting out kind of shaky so far.
On 2nd and 3, Bianca Matuka picks up the 1st down and more He loses the football, and the Cowboys have recovered. Chad Hennings recovers the Biakabatuka fumble, and the Cowboys get it right back.
And this is why you never stop running to the football. It looked like the same old thing for the Cowboys defense. Biakabatuka runs the cutback and opens it up, but watch McNeil, Ryan McNeil comes in, he strips the ball, and Hennings, because he's running to the play, makes the recovery, and the Cowboys have got it back. Integrity, each defensive player staying where he's supposed to. That's the problem with this cutback play for the Dallas defense. Biakabatuka takes advantage of an empty gap, but Ryan McNeil comes up with a huge play for the Cowboys.
From the 39-yard line, Chris Warren, as the Cowboys go with both Emmitt Smith and Chris Warren in the backfield simultaneously, and Warren picks up the first down in Panthers territory.
Whenever you see a running back get to the corner like that, you know something happened. Watch this block by David LaFleur. Watch him. He grabs Jason Peter. He's lucky he doesn't get called for holding, because he just takes him down. It looked like WCW.
And a pickup of 12 yards by Warren. From the Panthers 49, Emmitt Smith up the middle. Another big hole down to the 42-yard line. A gain of 7 before Tim Morabito made the tackle.
And this right here, Kenny, we talked about this Cowboys offensive line needing to control the line of scrimmage. They're doing it. Watch them open up this hole. Look at Stepnowski. Look at Larry Allen. I mean, there is a huge hole in there for Emmitt Smith. Watch this thing open up. Pretty.
Emmitt averaging 8 yards per carry. The give again is to Smith, and he picks up another Cowboys first down to the Panthers 37.
One of the things you have to understand about this Panthers defense, they really have two different defenses. One defense is when Eric Swan and Reggie White are in the game. And when those two guys are in there, they are such a dominating force still, despite the injuries, despite the age, that they're a much more solid defense with these big guys in there.
From the 37, Emmitt Smith, good second effort, down to the Carolina 30-yard line. Emmitt gained 7 more before he was brought down by Lester Towns.
And this is old-fashioned football. What the Cowboys are doing right now is they are controlling the line of scrimmage. They're opening up holes. They're blowing defenders back. And if you can do that, you can not only move the ball downfield and score, you can rest your defense, which is something the Cowboys have not done this season at all.
They are last in the NFL in time of possession. Only 24 minutes per game. Emmitt Smith again. A gain of 2. Sean Gilbert made the stop. As we send it out to Los Angeles, James Brown at the Fox.
Cannot jump that high. He has trouble getting up on top of a footstool.
I would agree.
And Emmitt Smith is the player, the Cowboys player, who's down on the field right now. Here he is. And I don't know if his knee doesn't get twisted. His leg is certainly twisted underneath this pile. Whoa. It reached back the way it almost looked like, you know, he might have done something to his glutamus.
So Emmitt Smith remains down. Emmitt off to an outstanding start here in the first quarter. Cowboys on the move, still scoreless. Off under his own power to the Cowboys sidelines.
And a good thing for the Cowboys is they've got this guy, Chris Warren, to step in and replace him.
On 3rd and 2, this is Warren. And he did not have enough for the first down. Dean Wells wrapped him up, so it will be 4th and 1 for the Cowboys.
This is just great play up front. And it starts with Sean Gilbert, because when you have short yardage, you've got to penetrate. Watch Gilbert. Look at the penetration he gets up into the line of scrimmage. And then Dean Wells can come and clean up and stop this from becoming a first down. Cowboys are going to go for it.
The Cowboys on fourth down this year are 5 for 6. Fourth at 1.5 yards. Off the end around, Rocket Ismail. Nowhere to go, and he is stopped a yard short. Again, Dean Wells, using his speed, made the tackle.
Yeah, but again, there's another Carolina Panther out front who contains this thing, and it's linebacker Lee Woodall. Woodall does an outstanding job, and look, he's got to take on Larry Allen. You're going to see Woodall to the left side of the screen. Watch him here. Look at that. Look at him battle Larry Allen. He stays, he uses the sideline, and lets the rest of the Panthers defenders catch up.
Back in Charlotte, Tamunga Biakabatuka fumbled on his first carry today. He also fumbled the last time he touched the ball 2 weeks ago against the Falcons. He had 2 weeks to think about that turnover, and then he fumbled again after he was stripped by Ryan McNeil. This time, Biakabatuka holds on to the football as he gains 4 yards to the 33 before he was taken down by George Teague. Panthers ranked 10th in the league offensively. Verline, a former Cowboy, spent 2 seasons in Dallas back in the early 90s. Garcia in the middle. Biakabatuka with William Floyd. Muhammad and Hayes are the wideouts. And the tight end is Wesley Walls. 2nd and 6, Muhammad in motion. The pitch back to Biakabatuka, cutting left. And he is forced out of bounds, just shy of the first down marker. Run out by Darren Woodson. Cowboys, as we mentioned in the open, last in the league against the run. Brandon Noble getting the start for Leon Lett today. Wortham starting for the injured Dat Wynn in the middle. And Felipe Sparks making his first start as a Cowboy, replacing rookie Kareem Larimore. Johnny Greer, our referee in his 20th NFL season. 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Panthers. No score midway through the first quarter from Charlotte. 2 tight ends set. On 3rd and 1, it's Biakabatuka, and he leans across the 40 to the 42 for the Panther first down.
Great second effort by Biakabatuka.
And once again, for another NFL game break, JB, take it away.
Kenny and Tim.
Pepper and connecting with Randy Moss.
Gone.
The slant is caught. Biakabatuka fumbles again, but the ball landed out of bounds.
Well, if they don't do something with Biakabatuka, I'll be surprised. I mean, because as good as he is, that's the 2nd time he's put the ball on the ground. And they're taking him out. They're going to keep him out. This is like a run play. It's just a quick hitch pass, and you force the defender to come up and tackle you in the open field. Lucky for Biakabatuka, this ball goes out of bounds. He's on the sideline.
Replaced by Brad Hoover, the rookie out of Western Carolina, number 45. This is Hoover up to the 48-yard line on his 5th carry of the season. Ryan McNeil came up to make the tackle.
Well, I'll tell you what the Panthers are doing. First of all, they are running the football. And I know it's a passing offense, but they've got 5 runs, only 2 passes so far, and they're attacking the outside of the Cowboys defense. They're bouncing the thing back, and they're forcing Ryan McNeil and the other safeties and defensive backs to come up and try to make tackles on the perimeter.
2 tight ends in the game, 3rd down and 3. And Berline's pass is broken up. Terrific play by Felipe Sparks. Got a piece of it. Pass intended for Muhsin Muhammad.
Well, it's a nice job by Felipe Sparks. This ball is thrown a little bit behind Muhammad. Watch Muhammad break to the inside. He's going to have to come back for this ball, and that enables Sparks to catch up and slap it down. But it's a nice comeback by Sparks.
Jason Tucker awaiting Ken Walter's first punt of the day. And a fair catch called for at the 15-yard line. 36-yard punt by Walter. Late first quarter with no score. Emmitt Smith has returned after suffering a sprained left knee and sprained left ankle during the Cowboys' last series.
And if the Cowboys, who still have playoff aspirations, we saw Jerry Jones this morning, he said, hey, we still have hope for playoffs. If they're going to have them, they need guys like Emmitt Smith to play with injury and play with pain.
3 wide receivers on first down. And Aikman's pass incomplete. He was looking for James McKnight.
You know, Kenny, when we talked right at the beginning of this game, we said that the Cowboys have got 3 elements to this offense, and one is Aikman, and Aikman was pretty good last week if you watch him on film. Then the offensive line needed to give him protection. They've done that so far today. The other element, though, is these receivers have got to get open, and McKnight was just covered right up on that last play.
On 2nd and 10. Emmitt Smith gains 5 yards out to the 20. Eugene Robinson made the tackle, setting up 3rd down and 5.
And again, I mean, this offensive, I think this O-line for the Cowboys was challenged last week. If you watch these guys here, you watch Big Larry Allen work there, and look at the hole that they open up for Emmitt Smith. And look at Stepnowski downfield. He's laying a guy on his back.
Emmitt Smith comes out on 3rd and 5. Aikman taken down for the 2nd time today. Eric Swan with his first sack of the season.
Well, Eric Swan is working on Solomon Page, and the Cowboys make a mistake by trying to have Page block him one-on-one. And look what Swan does. He knocks his helmet right off his head, blasts through, and sacks Troy Aikman. Remember I said before, when Swan and White are in the game, this is a different defense.
Swan's first career sack was also against the Cowboys and Troy Aikman as a member of the Arizona Cardinals.
How did you know that?
Didn't you know? Here's Michael Bates into Cowboys territory, setting up terrific field position once again for the Panthers following the 47-yard punt. Well, Tim, coming up next, it's the second part of our Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader, as 2 of the top teams in the NFC, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Washington Redskins, get together.
You know, that was a great piece on the pregame show where Howie Long went up and talked to those guys in Washington. And it was a great point because he said, look, everyone treats you guys like you're the champions. So everyone comes especially prepared to play when they face the Washington Reds. That's going to be a great game.
Here's Bianca Batuka. Works his way to the Cowboys 43, a pickup of 4 yards on first down.
And that's a run that is an attitude run, because this Carolina Panthers team, their best running is to the outside. That's where Bianca Batuka is most dangerous. When he's out in space, what they just said on that last run was, we're also not going to hesitate to run straight at you.
Second and 6 from the Cowboys 43. An empty backfield for the Panthers. Quick drop by Berline, and the pass is caught. First down, Wesley Walls, the tight end, down to the Dallas 31-yard line.
Well, this is tough duty for Darren Hambrick. He's got to cover one of the best tight ends in football in Wesley Walls. And there really aren't any linebackers that can cover this guy man-to-man. Now, most of the time today, Darren Woodson, who is a safety, will be locked on to Wesley Walls. And Woodson, he's confident. He feels like he can shut this guy down. I don't know.
Walls has gone to the Pro Bowl the last 4 years. Berline on first down. Bianca Batuka Down to the Dallas 27, a 4-yard pickup. Darren Hambrick made the stop.
The Hambrick did a nice job of smelling that out and getting between the blockers to make that play. Now, this is really the Cowboys defense so far. When you think about it, they started out, they had a big run against them, and they got a fumble. And then the next series the Panthers got it, they shut them down. Now they're in their own territory. This is going to be a big test for this group if they really have gotten better. They said they worked on fundamentals all week.
They've allowed over 40 points twice in 4 games. On 2nd and 6, Bianca Matuka looks to cut it back inside and picks up 4 more yards down to the Dallas 23. Dexter Coakley made the tackle. It will be 3rd and 2.
And I think the Cowboys should be better on the run just because of X's and O's today, Kenny. They took Felipe Sparks, they replaced the rookie, and they're going to make Sparks cover some guys one-on-one. They're not going to roll safeties over the top to give him help. And that means Darren Woodson is going to be free, the safety, to get up in the line of scrimmage to build those 8-man fronts.
On 3rd and 2, Bianca Matuka looks like he picked it up. Dexter Coakley made the tackle. Well, he may have been stopped just short. We'll see where the officials spot it. Yeah, Bianca Matuka stopped about a half-yard shy of the first down.
And they did this, Kenny. We just talked about an 8-man front. 8-man, watch, here's the 8th man. It's George Teague, the safety. Now he comes up, and what that means, there are only 7 blockers, and there are 8 defenders. That means there has to be 1 guy free to make the play.
Bianca Matuka, first down, Panthers. The Panthers defense stopped the Cowboys on 4th down, but Bianca Matuka able to pick up the first down, moving the chains for the Panthers.
And now, Kenny, this is an attitude play, and they run this thing right over Matt Campbell, their left guard. Watch the penetrate, watch the push he gets on Leon Lett, and look at the hole he creates for this first down. That's attitude. It's 4th and short. We're going to knock you off the ball. Matt Campbell did it.
Time winding down in this first quarter. Penalty flag. Penalty marker on first down. The first quarter has come to an end. Our first penalty of the game.
There's no infraction on the play. The clock ran out prior to the foul. That's the end of the first quarter.
We are scoreless in Charlotte. Fox NFL Sunday will continue after these messages from your local Fox station. Tim Green, both teams running the football very effectively.
Well, that's right. Both offenses doing a great job on the ground. The difference really has been the Panthers offense has also been pretty effective throwing the ball. And don't forget, they're in the red zone now. This is where Steve Berline likes to look for his tight end, Wesley Walls. There he is.
On 1st and 10, Berline to the outside. He was looking for Walls, who wanted a penalty flag. Darren Woodson on the coverage.
And this is exactly what we talked about only moments ago. Wesley Walls is the favorite target. Darren Woodson is one of the best safeties in the game. And he's not a linebacker, folks. He's a safety. That means he has the quickness and the reaction and the coverage ability to stay with even a great player like Walls.
Woodson told us yesterday, I take it personally playing against tight ends. And he was looking forward to the matchup with Walls. On 2nd and 10, Bianca Matuka cutting to the outside. Forced out of bounds at the 2-yard line, an 18-yard pickup.
Kenny, look, I hate to single out one guy, but I'll be surprised if Greg Ellis stays in the game after this. Look at Ellis here. He's got the outside. He's on a tight end, and he just drives the tight end. But you've got to be able to come off the block and make the play. Defensive end is where the Cowboys defense has struggled so badly so far this season in stopping the run. It's hard. I mean, look, I hate to be critical of Ellis because he had his guy, he drove him down.
First and goal from the 2, William Floyd, the fullback. And Floyd was stopped just shy of the goal line.
And they're running at Greg Ellis, because when you get a guy like that, the way they did on the last run, you go at him again. This time Ellis does a nice job. He closes the hole down just in time. But that looked like a touchdown to me.
3 tight ends in the game for the Panthers. Second and goal. Burline lofting it, corner of the end zone. He threw it away.
Boy, this is the sign of a true passing team, right? I mean, second and goal on the inch line, and you try to throw a pass, but the Cowboys defense did a super job. Watch the coverage here on Wesley Walls. That's Izell Reese, again, a safety on a tight end, so he has the quickness to react and stay with him. And then Brandon Noble for the Cowboys did a great job pressuring Burline.
3 tight end set. Floyd the lone back. William Floyd. No signal as of yet.
No, I don't think he got in. And Darren Woodson just came up and filled that play perfectly along with Dexter Coakley. And they definitely stopped him short.
So now Bianca Batuka, who was out of the game on 2nd and 3rd downs.
All right, look at Woodson. Look at that. That's perfect goal line play.
And Bianca Batuka has replaced Floyd in the backfield. 4th and goal. Bianca Batuka. Touchdown.
Boy, I got to tell you, that is a big win on the line of scrimmage by the left side of the Panthers line. Watch this here. Watch Campbell and the tackle. Look at that movement. Look at that hole. I mean, that is an enormous hole by Clarence Jones and Matt Campbell. They blasted the line of scrimmage.
Richie Cunningham adds the point after on 4th and goal. 2nd touchdown of the year for Bianca Batuka.
Night.
Kenny Albert, Tim Green back in Charlotte. Tim Bianca Batuka, 1-yard touchdown run. A 12-play, 47-yard drive. Cunningham's kickoff taken at the 2 by Jason Tucker. Tucker across the 25 to the 26-yard line. Rookie Rashard Anderson made the special teams tackle.
She's like a female Terminator type character, right?
Well, James Cameron is at it again. Troy Aikman has not completed a pass today. He's 0 for 2, and he's been sacked twice. There's his first completion up to the 31-yard line, a gain of 5. James McKnight, who caught a career-high 6 passes last week. Doug Evans forced him out.
You know, Doug Evans is the guy that the Cowboys felt if they could take advantage of a cornerback, it would be him. Eric Davis on the other side has really revived his career.
Emmitt Smith on 2nd and 5 up the middle. Stopped about a yard shy of the first down marker by Lester Towns. 3rd and 1 upcoming for the Cowboys.
And the Cowboys need more than anything, not only to get some drive going here and rest at defense, they got to score because they don't want to get in a situation they were last week with the 49ers. They dropped behind by 2 touchdowns and suddenly they were forced to pass the ball.
3rd and 1. Cowboys move the chains. Emmitt Smith up to the 40. Jay Williams starting for the injured Chuck Smith. Brought him down.
And Kenny, whenever you need 1 yard and it's 3rd down and you're the Cowboys, you know where they're going to go. They're going to run right behind Larry Allen. He's still one of the best, if not the best, offensive lineman in the game of football. And so you know he's going to give you a hole.
From the 40, Aikman swings it out to Smith. Lee Woodall chased him down. A gain of 2 yards. 2nd and 8 coming up for the Cowboys.
And the ills the Cowboys have had with the passing game haven't been because of protection. Watch Allen right here working on Lucas. And that's perfect. I mean, you're an offensive lineman, and that guy didn't even get a sniff of Aikman.
Now Lucas promoted from the practice squad just yesterday, playing in his first NFL game.
That's tough duty right there.
Going up against a 5-time Pro Bowler. On 2nd down, Rocket Ismail makes the catch. Nice tackle by Mike Minter, stopping Ismail about 1.5 yards shy of the 1st down marker. First catch of the game for the former Carolina Panther, Rocket Ismail.
And this is the kind of timing in the passing game that if the Cowboys are going to succeed today and this season, they've got to have it. Ismail on the slant pass right here, and Aikman just drops it in there perfectly right underneath the coverage. You know, he had that going with Ismail and Galloway in the preseason. Galloway's out, and Ismail's been hurt all year.
The pitch to Chris Warren on 3rd and 1, and he is stopped 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage by Mike Minter.
I tell you, this Panthers defense has been really good today in critical situations, especially on the perimeter. We saw Lee Woodall make a great play earlier, and watch Minter on this one here. Minter comes up, Ismail tries to block him. Minter says, "Get out of here."
It is Eric Davis, not Michael Bates, back deep for the Panthers. Bates had been returning punts this season. Davis backpedaling, and then takes it out to the 2-yard line. Chris Aikens downfield on special teams for the Cowboys. Nothing.
And Kenny, the Carolina defense has come up big today in some short yardage situations. There's a 3rd and 1 earlier in the day. Mike Wells on the tackle. Watch Lee Woodall. Drives Larry Allen back. Defense catches up on the perimeter. Stop him. And then on this last play here, beautiful play by Mike Minter. Sheds the block like it's not even there and makes the tackle behind the line.
And when the punt came down, it deflected off the right hand of Davis, so he was forced to play it, bring it out of the end zone, setting up 1st and 10 from the 3-yard line for the Panthers. Lonzo Spellman a bit over-anxious.
That looked like Steve Berline got him with a hard count.
Encroachment. Defense. Still 1st down.
You know, one thing, Alonzo, let's watch Berline's head. Let's look for the emphasis on the snap. You see that? Now that I've seen that called as offsides by the quarterback. That's a hard count, and he's really not allowed to move his head the way that he did. But if you can get away with it.
On 1st and 5, Berline with loads of time, but could not find anyone. Terrific coverage by the Cowboys secondary.
Kenny, this is exactly what the Atlanta Falcons did to the Panthers in their last game. They dropped everybody into coverage.
And intentional grounding on Berline.
Yeah, they dropped, so that's going to loss it down and take it halfway back to the end zone.
Intentional grounding. Number 7, offense. That's also a loss of down. 2nd down.
Look at this. This is what the Cowboys did. They get coverage all the way across the field. Here's Felipe Sparks. He's got good coverage there. Here's the other side, Donald Hayes. Here's Ryan McNeil. He's got coverage there. A little bit of a grab and hold. And so if you can cover and Berline has no receivers, ultimately Brandon Noble and the other defensive linemen are going to get there.
Berline from the end zone to Muhammad. Up to the 11-yard line. Ryan McNeil made the stop. A gain of 10, so the Panthers with some breathing room. And it will be 3rd down and 1.
And that's the kind of play that makes Muhsin Muhammad valuable to this offense. He's a big physical receiver. And you run him in that slant pattern, he gets inside position, you just dish him the ball.
Muhammad, the Panthers' leading receiver. He led the NFC last year with 96 receptions. On 3rd and 1, Biakabatuka is stopped. Baron Worthen, the middle linebacker, the first Cowboy to wrap up Biakabatuka.
Well, this is outstanding pressure by Brandon Noble. You know, whenever you see one guy make the play, a lot of times a play like this, you know, watch Noble right here. Watch the penetration. I'm sorry, right there. Look at the penetration Noble gets. And he forces the cutback, and then the linebacker's there to make the play.
Ken Walter, and the snap goes over his head. It's a safety. The Panthers had all kinds of problems on special teams against Atlanta 2 weeks ago. And the snap from Brian Kinchin could not be handled by the punter, Ken Walter.
The Panthers pretty much self-destructed in their last game here against the Atlanta Falcons, and it looks like they may be doing the same thing again. It was a good snap, just a mishandle by the punter.
Walter, the Panthers punter, who could not handle the snap. Interesting, Tim, during the off week, Walter underwent surgery on his right biceps tendon to relieve irritation on his shoulder, and you wonder if that shoulder problem had anything to do with Walter not being able to handle the snap. The free kick is taken by Tucker at the 29. Good coverage. Terrific coverage by the Panthers. Ray Green downfield to make the stop. And a penalty marker on the field.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 44 of the kicking team with a headbutt. First down.
Chris Hetherington, the backup fullback. Called for a headbutt.
So the Cowboys start from their own 48-yard line, trailing the Panthers 7-2 with just over 7 minutes remaining in the first half from Charlotte. The inside handoff to Chris Warren, and he pulls his way forward to the Carolina 46, a gain of 6 yards. As we send it back to James Brown of the Fox Network.
And thanks, JB. That's exactly what Chris Collinsworth talked about in the pregame show. He said Eddie George was just going to run that defense, that Giants defense, ragged.
On 2nd and 4, Emmitt Smith down to the 43-yard line. Stopped 1 yard shy of the marker. 3rd and 1 coming up for the Cowboys, who trail 7-2. Cowboys, excuse me, Tim, record of 1-3. Their only win on Monday night against Washington, and then they were beaten by the 49ers last Sunday.
And they are being very patient with this running game. They have run the ball 15 times and only thrown it 7 today.
Again, it's Warren on the inside handoff. Check that, it's the fullback Robert Thomas. Thomas with his first carry of the day, and he picks up the first down.
And where do they run it? It's just what I said before. You need a yard, so you're going to take it right behind Larry Allen. And that is it's money for the Cowboys. Watch, look at Allen right there. Look at the block. He blocks the lineman, and then he pancakes a linebacker. Watch him. Look at him. He chips Sean Gilbert, and now watch the Panther go down. Boop, right on his back.
From the Carolina 34. Emmitt Smith wrapped up in a late hit. Penalty flag. Smith was hit out of bounds by Hannibal Navies, who's playing in his first game this season, coming back from knee surgery.
And Navies was the guy who just got flattened by Larry Allen on the last play.
Personal foul. Defense. Unnecessary roughness. First down.
Well, that's a judgment call, and I don't know. I mean, Navies wrapped Smith around the waist, and he kind of flung him down when they were already out of bounds, and that's why the officials called it. Watch, here's Navies right here. Watch him. Now it's this right here when he whips him down to the ground, and that's what causes the officials, because basically once he's out of bounds, they want Navies just, hey, let go. Don't whip the guy around and slam him.
Cowboys have picked up 33 yards this drive. 2 personal fouls. Aikman looking end zone.
Yeah.
There's a flag, another one. Doug Evans wrapped up James McKnight.
And you know what, Kenny? This starts out again. That offensive line gave Aikman such good protection that he didn't even have to flinch in that pocket. He stood there in that pocket. They gave him a throwing lane.
There's no infraction on the play for defensive interference. Both players were playing the ball, and we had incidental contact. Second down.
Well, we'll have to take a look at this. The flag's being picked up. Doug Evans, the guy they said they wanted to go after. Yep, Doug Evans turns, and he saves himself by turning and playing the ball. And then when his feet trip up McKnight, that's not pass interference. That's a good call by the officials. I know Dallas fans don't like it, but that's the way the rules read.
Incidental contact. 2nd and 10. Another penalty marker. Emmitt Smith cutting up the middle. Down to the 15-yard line, a gain of 4. This will force the Cowboys back.
So, Kenny, people have talked about the Cowboys' trouble defensively stopping the run, and George Seiferd's Panthers have had trouble stopping the run as well.
Number 76, offense, lined up on the end of the line and failed to report. Still second down.
And that's Flozell Adams, and that wouldn't be his fault. That's the responsibility of the wide receiver on the open side of the line to cover him up, to be down on the line of scrimmage.
And there must be a receiver, a wide receiver, or a tight end at both ends of the line. 2nd and 15. Aikman dumps it off. Emmitt Smith has some running room. Tripped up inside the 10. Eugene Robinson made the stop, a gain of 14 yards.
Can you remember before I said they used Sean Gilbert's aggressiveness upfield against him? Watch what they do to Reggie White. White's coming upfield. Eric Williams just dodges down, trips him up, and Aikman dumps the ball and a screen pass right over the top of his head. Now watch this blocking out front. Look at Stepnowski, bang. Page, bang. Larry Allen, these guys, especially Stepnowski and Allen, are so good blocking in space.
3rd down and 1 for the Cowboys from the 10-yard line. It's the fullback, Thomas, looks to have the first down.
Did you see Thomas just grinding his legs? He looked like a broken kid's toy. That was beautiful. Hey, You know what?
Or a guy in the cartoons who runs off the cliff.
I know it. I think the Panthers figured it out, though. They figured it was a short yardage situation. Hey, they're going to run behind Larry Allen. That's exactly what they do. Allen right there. And watch his legs go. That's what you got to do. Just keep going.
Thomas, a former linebacker, made the conversion to the offensive side of the ball last year. First and goal. Cutting to the outside and into the end zone. Emmitt Smith.
What a move.
His 150th career touchdown, and the Cowboys will go for 2. Only Jerry Rice has scored more touchdowns in NFL history than Emmitt Smith.
And if you wonder if Emmitt Smith still's got any tricks up his sleeve, watch this move. Look what he does to Doug Evans. He lowers his shoulder like he's going to come at him. He shakes him and runs untouched into the end zone. He's still got it. Don't forget, he sprained his ankle and his knee earlier in this game.
Carolina, number 1.
Panthers call timeout as the Cowboys set up the 2-point conversion. They lead by 1. It's Dallas 8, Carolina 7.
Pre-game show is talking about his this is how you celebrate. You see that? Emmitt Smith slapping 5 with Mike Minter. That's mutual respect. That's sportsmanship, and that's how it's done.
Cowboys going for 2. Aikman into the end zone. Jackie Harris for the 2-point conversion.
That was beautifully done by Jackie Harris, because what he has to do is sell himself initially as a blocker. He's got to make the defensive players think that he's not involved in the pass play, and then he's got to sneak out behind him, and he does it perfectly. Nice protection again. It starts up front. Look at those big guys work.
In essence, a 10-point possession by the Cowboys. The safety, they got the ball on the free kick. Touchdown plus a 2-point conversion.
Yeah, and really, you have to credit this offensive line for controlling the line of scrimmage, opening up holes for Emmitt Smith, and giving Troy Aikman the time that he's needed.
So the Cowboys out on top by 3 points, 2.5 remaining in their second quarter from Ericcson Stadium in Charlotte. Micah Noor, the rookie punter, also handles the kickoffs. Michael Bates back deep along with Isaac Bird, the former Tennessee Titan. And this is Bates, who brought one back for a touchdown earlier this year against the Redskins. He's the leading kick return man in the NFL, and he is tripped up at the 29-yard line. Terrific special teams coverage. Orantes Grant made the stop after a 26-yard return by Bates. Well, Tim, the race for the World Series on Fox begins as the New York Yankees continue their quest for a 3rd straight World Series title as they play Game 2 of their American League Division Series this Wednesday at 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on Fox against a yet-to-be-determined opponent, either the White Sox, the Athletics, or the Mariners. On first down from the 28-yard line, Biakabatuka is forced back by Brandon Noble.
And I know they put Brandon Noble in there to stop the run. He's had a big day today, Kenny. We've seen him in the backfield. We've seen him slashing up through the line of scrimmage, and we've seen him controlling his guy on the line of scrimmage. He gets a double team here. He splits it, comes off of it, and helps make this tackle.
Herline takes off on second down, slides to the 37-yard line. Panther fans wanted a late hit, but no flags as we hit the 2-minute warning. With the Cowboys leading the Panthers 10-7. 3rd and 2 upcoming for the Panthers. From their own 36-yard line. Berline to Biakabatuka. And he picks up the first down and more into Cowboys territory to the Dallas 49. A gain of 15 yards before Dexter Coakley brought him down.
And this is where Biakabatuka is so dangerous. Remember what I said? On the perimeter, in space.
Panthers have 2 timeouts remaining. Berline on first down over the top to William Floyd. Another Carolina first down to the Dallas 34, a gain of 15 more yards.
William Floyd made the Dallas defenders look like 10 pins.
Floyd shaken up on the play. He wants to stay in the game. Biakabatuka down to the 28 with under a minute remaining in the half. Panthers with 2 timeouts. They use one of them right here. Now Floyd comes out, replaced by Chris Hetherington.
Take a look at the previous play. This is just the identity of the West Coast offense. A short pass underneath, an angle route to the wide receiver. He takes a shot right on his leg from Ryan McNeil.
With 48 seconds remaining in the first half, we remind you coming up at halftime, the Visa Halftime Report with JB, Terry, Howie, and Chris as they bring you scores and highlights from around the National Football League. Week 5 of the 2000 season, plus the Fox Sports ticker with up to the second stats.
No, it's interesting. This Panthers offense has been relying on the run all game. They've used it. Now they're in a 2-minute situation. And look how effective Steve Berline is marching this offense right down the field with the pass.
2nd and 4 from the 28. Off the play fake, Berline in trouble, taken down. First sack of the game for the Cowboys, 2nd sack of the year for Pepe Zellner.
Yeah, and Kenny, remember how I said whenever one defender makes a play, usually there's another one. Watch Alonzo Spellman. Look at Spellman right here. Spellman has great pressure. He forces Berline to step up right into the arms of Pepe Zellner. Now, Zellner does a good job, too. They got a stun on, and Zellner's got to get there as well. But it's really Spellman's outside rush that forces this sack.
And the Panthers have used their final timeout with 38 seconds remaining in the half. Zellner, a 4th-round pick last year out of Fort Valley State.
You want to talk about a success story. Alonzo Spellman, who really struggled in his personal life a couple years ago, has really turned everything around for himself. He's found a home in Dallas, and he's got things in very good shape on the field and off the field as well.
The former Chicago Bear, who was out of football 2 years ago. On 3rd and 12, play action. Berline to Wesley Walls. Walls battles forward to the 22-yard line. He picks up a first down. Clock continues to run.
Defenses can never forget about Wesley Walls.
A gain of 14 yards. Here's Berline to Muhammad through his hands.
If you forget about Walls, that previous play is exactly what's going to happen. You know, in a 2-minute offense, the focus shifts to the wide receivers and the perimeter of the field. But Walls is just as dangerous as a wide receiver.
And he is averaging over 15 yards per reception this year.
Well, Steve Berline will force the ball into Walls. Even in double coverage, I've seen Berline on film just toss that ball right in there.
Off the play fake, Berline can't find anyone, and he throws it out of bounds with 7 seconds to go.
And that's just good coverage by the Cowboys. Again, this is exactly what the Falcons did last week. In fact, the Cowboys only rush 3 men on that play. Look at the coverage. There's Darren Woodson doing what he said he would.
And now the former Cowboy Richie Cunningham will attempt a 39-yard field goal. Ken Walter is the holder. And Cunningham's kick just makes it through, just inside the right upright. So Cunningham, who set a Cowboys record 3 years ago with 34 field goals during the '97 season, connects, tying the score at 10 with 2 seconds remaining in the half.
One thing the Panthers offense has done on this last drive is they have created real problems for the Cowboys defensive adjustments at halftime, because they ran the ball effectively all throughout the game. Now suddenly in this 2-minute drill, we've seen they can also throw the ball effectively.
Coming up on the Visa halftime report, JB, Terry, Chris, and Howie with scores and highlights from around the National Football League. The Visa halftime report is coming up momentarily. Squib kick by Cunningham. Robert Thomas falls on it as time expires in this first half here in Charlotte, with the Cowboys and the Panthers tied at 10. Hold on, 1 second still remains. 1 second on the clock. Clock did not start until Thomas fell on the football. So Troy Aikman and the Cowboys offense with time for 1 play.
Well, Troy Aikman was telling us yesterday, I said, is there anything you can't do that you used to be able to do? And he said, well, I can't throw. I used to be able to throw the ball 75 yards, and I don't think I could quite throw it that far. But, you know, when do you have to throw it 75 yards? Well, right now he's going to have to throw it about
51,
65 by the time he drops back to get it to the end zone.
Here's Aikman. Airing it out. Jump ball. And it's picked off. Intercepted in the end zone by Eric Davis. His second pick of the year. Only the second Panthers interception this season. Now the clock has wound all the way down. The Visa halftime report is coming up.